Hello, and welcome back, everybody. Yes, it is Lil and Wendy again. And why is that?
Well, we decided when we were going to do the video earlier today, we'd be too scatterbrained, at least I would be, to think about all the things to say that we did on our trip that we were gone on.
Yep, so this video is showing, well, some of the pictures we took and explaining what we did for our trip. How did we go on this trip? Well, the money that I saved for the Monday, Wednesday, the past year, well, previous years, that went towards this trip, and it funded the whole thing. I don't know what challenges Lil did did her savings, but I used all ones.
You know what challenge I did. I did that trip challenge.
Oh yeah, she did a trip challenge. Anyways, this is my sister Lil and myself. This is one of the pictures that we took on the trip.
Oops.
Oh, now I did something wrong. There, this is what I'm trying to do. See, this is Lil and this is her husband, Terry. They were in the back seat the whole trip. Well, except for when we had to get out to do stuff. Now I know I was able to do this. This is what they saw during the trip. The back of my head, the back of my husband's head. And yes, there were plenty of rest stops in there.
Lots of rest stops.
And yep, it's got to be one in every crowd. And this is one of the rest stops. We took a map.
In Indiana, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, could be. Because we went from Minnesota to Wisconsin, down through Illinois, not Chicago though, we missed that part, Indiana, and into, oh look, scenery all along the way, Kentucky. That was our very first stop and the whole reason for this trip was, yep, we went to the Ark Encounter in Williamstown, Kentucky, and got to see the replica of Noah's Ark.
Well, we didn't just see it. We went inside.
Oh, yes, and we went inside and toured it. It's pretty cool because you walk by these boxes that, well, I suppose they were for the replica of Noah animals, and they made animal sounds. It was really cool. And giraffes didn't have long necks. Noah's Ark. This is where we went. Very first stop. This is inside the family of Noah. The doors that were on the ark for the animals to come in. My husband Dave and myself. And then Lil and her husband Terry. And this is Noah on the ladder. I'm pointing to the little dove, which is handing Noah the little olive branch that it found at the end of the duration. And we found out that they were on that ark for at least a year. There was lots of info in there. And there's outside standing like almost underneath the ark. And there's the other end of the ark. This is where you went in at. Very big ark. Of course, we had to take our pictures. This is my husband Dave and I. And you can see the ark in the background, how big it is. And Lil and Terry in the correct spots. Then after we left the ark, yep, we were playing Wordle on our trip every morning. After we left the Kentucky in the Ark. We left Kentucky and we headed to Branson, Missouri. The first thing we did there is we took this trip.
Sorry.
I was messing up my pictures. I'm messing up her pictures. It's her iPad. On the Redneck Comedy Bus Tour. Now, if you get easily offended, it is not for you, because when you call, the first thing he says is, if you don't speak English, hang up until you learn. That's the answering machine. So we had to call to see if it was even running that day, because there was nobody there. But it was. So we got our tickets, went on this two-hour tour, and we got to taste moonshine. That stuff was gross, well, in my opinion. But this was the bus we rode. Well, probably not that one. I think it was that one that we rode. Not sure. But we're on the bus. And this was our comedian. And yes, he was hilarious. His name was Mayhem. This was the bus. Dave and I. This was our first stop where they allowed us to get off, go to the bathroom, my husband have a cigarette.
And she had to call me to tell me to get back so the bus could leave.
Yes, because Lil and her husband were the last people to get on the bus. So we all clapped. And the driver, his name was Floyd, and he was something to do with somebody.
Roy Acuff, I think. He was a drummer, or I don't remember for sure.
I can't remember, but yeah, he was quite funny too. And then this was when we were touring. They had Trump there, and Terry had to get a picture of his buddy. After we went on the bus tour, Lil and I went on the zip line. Yep. We went across the river way up here, and then they let us go. We did it twice, and it was quite fun. So there were seats. Guys were too scared. They weren't going on it. That's a video of us. It comes in blurry, so I'm not going to play the whole thing, but see it taking us across there, so you can't even see us anymore. And then we come flying back. See how close up they can get. But it was a river that we went across.
It doesn't zoom in.
Nope. If they come back. Come on, come back, Lil and Wendy.
I don't know if you hear, but Terry says, "Come on, bring them back."
Come on, bring her back.
Yep.
There it goes.
Yep. Nope, here we're coming back. Oh, there we are, right there.
You can't see it on us very
Barely,
well,
very.
but we can see it. And we almost fell off. No, we didn't.
Yeah, we didn't fall
We
off.
were very well fastened.
We were having fun. Then after the zip line, we went to the Showboat Belle to get a dinner and a show. There was a show, there was a magician, and we got fed.
But due to the windy weather, they could not go out onto the lake.
Yep, that we missed part. We didn't get that part, but we got to do the boat. And we took our own pictures. And this is up on the top deck. See, we're up here on the other side. And that's where this picture was taken. We're on the other side taking pictures. Well, my sister was. On the island. Very pretty scenery. This is the top level. This is where they first put us. This is table 8. Table 7 was over here where my husband and I were sitting. Then they came along and felt sorry for us because we weren't to be up there all by yourself. So this is still up there. They put us down here instead of being up there. And this is the show. And we could not take pictures during the show, but we could before. This is Lil and I. We are out on that deck again, taking pictures. That's Lil and her husband, Terry. Now, this is after we went and they sat us down below so we can see better and be part of the crowd instead of by ourselves. Be social. There's the stage. Now there's people that are sitting like right over here. You can't see them. They're right over here. They were on the same tour bus as us. And there we are all sitting there waiting for our food or something. I'm not sure what my husband's doing. Like, see my
It
eye?
looks like he's pointing at us.
Like, quit taking pictures of me. Terry was the only one that wasn't in there. And this is where the balcony where we were sitting before they moved us down to join the crowd. This is after we got done eating, watching the show. We went out to this deck here and got some pictures of us. This is Terry and Lil. And yes, we made sure during this whole trip that my husband got fed. We were at Waffle House because he likes waffles. And he did do 90% of the driving. I did drive each day for about an hour. Otherwise, my husband did all the driving. Mice has nothing to do with the trip.
They were not in our rooms.
We threw it in there. And yes, they are alive. After we left Branson, Missouri, we went to Hamilton, Missouri. And those who are quilters probably know Missouri Star Quilt Company. We are subscribed to their channel on YouTube, and we went to see the town. I have been there before. We surprised my sister by taking her there on her way back home. And we got to tour all their stores.
When we pulled in, I said, I've been here before. I've been here before. And Wendy says, no, you haven't. I said, I have in my dreams.
And this is my car behind us. And from there, after we left there, well, we came home. No, we did not. We went to Diamond Joe Casino because my husband wanted to go there. Then we came home. That's where we went on our trip. The whole thing was geared towards the Ark Encounter in Branson, Missouri. The casinos were a bonus.
Maybe not a bonus, but...
Yeah, the husbands enjoyed themselves. Well, that's what we did on our trip. Hope you enjoyed our short little video. You guys have a wonderful day and a great rest of your weekend. See you on Monday.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.